Can you believe it? A brand that has survived 2 world wars, the Great Depression, and the rise of the internet is finally throwing in the towel. 106 years. That isn't just a number, that is a legacy. We are talking about the company that literally invented the down jacket, the brand that outfitted the first American expedition to Mount Everest, the name that is probably stitched onto a flannel shirt or a parka hanging in your parents' closet right now. I'm talking about Eddie Bauer. But today, the history books are closing. The news has just dropped and it is hitting the retail world like an avalanche. Eddie Bauer is preparing to shut down every single one of its stores. Over 200 locations across North America? Gone. The lights are turning off. So how does a legend like this fall? Why is this happening now? And most importantly, if you have an Eddie Bauer gift card in your wallet, why do you need to drop everything and run to the mall right now? Here is the reality on the ground. According to reports from the street and retail insiders breaking this February, Eddie Bauer is filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Now, I know Chapter 11 sounds like legal jargon, so let me explain it simply. Imagine a ship that is taking on water because it's carrying too much heavy debt. The captain asks the Coast Guard for a timeout to fix the leak and reorganize the cargo so the ship doesn't sink. That is Chapter 11. Usually, companies use this timeout to close some stores and try to survive. But this time, the strategy is scorched earth. They aren't just trimming the fat, they are amputating the limbs. The plan is to close the entire brick-and-mortar footprint. That means every store in the mall, every outlet center location, they are all slated to close. Thousands of employees are facing layoffs, and the physical presence of this 106-year-old icon is about to vanish from Main Street, USA. So why does this matter? Is it just because nobody buys flannel anymore? No. The death of Eddie Bauer's stores is actually a symptom of a much bigger disease in the American economy. It tells us two massive things about where retail is going. First, it's the squeeze of the middle class. Think about it. Where did Eddie Bauer sit? They weren't ultra-cheap fast fashion like Shein, but they also weren't high-end technical gear like Patagonia. They were right in the middle. And in 2026, the middle is the most dangerous place to be. You're too expensive for the bargain hunters, but not cool enough for the hype beasts. Being just okay is a death sentence today. Second, and this is the fascinating part, is the zombie brand strategy. Eddie Bauer is owned by a group called Authentic Brands Group, and their business model is unique. Think of a retail company like a house. You have the structure, the stores, the rent, the electric bills, and you have the address plate, which is the brand name. The owners have decided that the house costs too much money to maintain, so they're demolishing the house but keeping the address plate. They're turning Eddie Bauer into a ghost brand. The stores will die, but the logo will live on, licensed out to be sold at other cheap retailers or purely online. They want the intellectual property, not the headache of managing rent and employees. It means we're moving toward a world where heritage brands are just stickers slapped on generic products. Okay, that's the business analysis, but what does this mean for you and your wallet? Here is your survival guide for the next few weeks. First, get ready for the liquidation gold rush. When a retailer closes everything, they have to liquidate everything. We're talking about total inventory clearance. Keep your eyes peeled for store closing signs. You're going to see discounts of 50, 70, maybe even 80% off. If you need a winter coat or camping gear for next season, this is your moment to buy high-quality gear for pennies on the dollar. Second, listen to me closely. If you have an Eddie Bauer gift card, use it today. In Chapter 11 bankruptcy, there's a legal period where gift cards can become worthless overnight. Once the courts finalize the proceedings, that $50 card in your wallet becomes a piece of plastic with zero value. Do not save it for a birthday. Spend it now. And finally, be careful. Once the liquidation starts, the policy usually flips to all sales final. No returns, no exchanges. If that parka doesn't fit, you're stuck with it. The fall of Eddie Bauer is a harsh reminder that in the modern economy, tradition doesn't guarantee survival. If you have an old Eddie Bauer jacket from the 90s, take care of it. It's about to become a true vintage collector's item. But I want to hear from you. Do you think this ghost brand strategy, killing the stores to save the logo, is smart business, or is it ruining the soul of American retail? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve on which giant is crumbling next, make sure you hit that follow button. Stay savvy, and I'll catch you in the next one.